the Philippines where sunlight gleams, Brian, Tess, and family dreams. By the shorelines, kids at play in a tropical bright array.
Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back to our channel.
I'm Brian and this is Tess, of course. Today, guys, just a fill-in video. For those of you who are following our Building Off Grid series, the weather has been holding things up. The road's actually blocked by a car at the moment out there, parked in the middle of it. And this guy on his tricycle can't get through. But you can see how high up the water's getting. Deliveries have been holding things up. The process is slow here in the Philippines, but rest assured, as soon as we can get back out there and get some work done, we'll be posting a video on that. I wanted to touch on a few topics today. The main thing was I wanted to talk about a few things that you really need to be careful of if you're coming here to the Philippines. The dangers of coming to the Philippines, I suppose you could say. Top 3 dangers. But before I do that, I wanted to also address people who think that all Filipinos are dead broke, poor, and searching for a foreigner to get them out of poverty. Let me address that. I have no income except for what's coming from YouTube. I have no salary here at all. I'm not on a pension. I'm not eligible for the pension in Australia until 2029. So I don't have a lot of money coming in. I need you guys to subscribe to my channel and join our memberships, our inexpensive memberships. Join our memberships, donate through PayPal, whatever, watch our videos, let the ads run, and I earn a little money through that. When I first met Tess, I met her online on the website, Christian Filipino, which I always put a link in the description to below for anyone interested. And when I first met her, what were you doing when I first met you?
I was working as security lady guard.
In security, where?
Manila.
In Manila. And what were you doing with your money, babe?
Sending to my parents for building the house.
Yeah, so as is very common here in the Philippines, family supports family, whether it be siblings for tuition and education in college or school, whether it be to send home to mum and dad to support them. It's a very common thing here in the Philippines. In fact, if you look it up, there's actually a common law that says that you must take care of your family here. So Tess was working already in security in Manila and sending the money home and building the house that you guys have seen that I call HQ, which is the house that her mum and dad are living in, and her sister in Balut. So she had an income, she was building her own house, her family has a lot of farmland out there, and this is quite typical of a lot of Filipinos. There are millions, there's over 100 million people live here in the Philippines, and millions of Filipinos are working. They're not poor and searching for a foreigner just for money. So educate yourselves, people, before you stick your foot in your mouth and make these comments on our YouTube channel, and I've seen a lot of them. I delete a lot of them out of respect because I think it's just very disrespectful to Filipinos in general and Filipinas and my wife to make statements like that when you have no clue of what her history was before we met. There is lower class, middle class, upper class. There's rich people in every country you go to. So enough of my rant about the Filipinos. What I wanted to talk about was, if you're coming here to the Philippines, the things you need to be really careful of. And one of the main things, guys, is catching an STI. A lot of guys come here for just a sex holiday. Not a great idea. The incidence of chlamydia, gonorrhea are quite prevalent here, and HIV, while HIV is the precedent is quite low at the moment. I think it's like 1% or something of the population. And if you Google it, you'll find different figures and statistics everywhere, because Philippines don't keep really good statistics on most things in this country, and you'll find that whatever the figures say online, you can almost guarantee it'll be double that, because these are the diagnosed figures, not the undiagnosed numbers that you'll see. There are many more people here with STIs that go undiagnosed. Now, HIV, whilst there's a small number of people in the country with it, the Philippines is one of the fastest growing rates of HIV in the world today. So be aware that people in this country have unprotected sex. Because they're not going to spend money on condoms, they're not going to spend money on IEDs. Oh yeah, be careful of having sex with a woman with an IED inserted in her vagina. It'll be explosive. IUDs. Women don't spend the money on IUDs, but guys aren't using condoms. It's just these people are having sex here, unprotected sex here, and sexually transmitted infections are spreading rampantly in this country. So protect yourselves, guys. Be very aware. And if you're coming here to meet a Filipina for a relationship, not just coming here for a sex holiday, you've met someone online on a dating site or through a friend's relative, and you've been video chatting with them and they've told you they haven't had sex for 2 years, 3 years, 7 years. Rubbish. Don't listen to it. They will lie to you about this. Just be very cautious if you're coming here. It's a little difficult to approach the subject of asking her to have tests before you have sex, but just protect yourselves, guys. Use a condom. Make sure you're practicing safe sex, because I'd hate to see someone come here, whether it's just for a sex holiday or whether you're coming to meet a Filipina for the first time, you end up going to bed with her and going home with HIV, which is incurable. I'd hate to see that happen. So just be really sensible and be cautious about that. Number 2, be careful with money. People get robbed here. Crime rate is quite high. You'll have a lot of people say, oh, I've been coming here for years and it's as safe as houses. Yes, because most of the people that get robbed here don't run around spruiking about it and tell you that they got robbed. It happens. Believe me, it does happen. And the pickpockets are rife. Be careful at the airports. Keep your wallet. I always keep my wallet and my phone in my front pockets when I'm at the airport. And I keep my backpack in my hand and often hold it in front of me. I don't keep it strapped on my back where someone can stand behind me and get into my backpack. Keep your valuables secured, and don't go bragging about money and flashing it around like you're rich. And everybody knows foreigners have more money than Filipinos, but you don't have to flash it around. If you're going to go somewhere to spend money, just have what you need for going to the restaurant or whatever, or keep it separated. Take some funds out, put it in another pocket, keep your wallet put away. Don't be pulling your wallet out and opening it up with 1,000 peso bills everywhere for people to see. Don't be walking around with flashy jewelry and diamond rings and looking like you've got $1 million, because you will make yourself a target. A lot of Filipinas here won't wear expensive jewelry for that exact reason, that it makes them a target. So just be really cautious at the airport, especially, guys. And the same with the girls at the airport. I was talking about STIs, and there are a lot of girls that will hang around the airport and look for single foreigners getting off planes that are traveling alone. They'll approach you, gorgeous young girls. They'll start talking to you. They'll want to go and have dinner with you. They'll want to come back to your hotel room. I know of an instance where a guy took a girl back to his hotel room. She actually drugged him. They had drinks. She drugged him and knocked him out. She took not only all his cash, but she also took photos of all his cards, the CCV numbers on the back of the cards. She took all that information and then could start spending online. It was days before this guy even found out. Be aware, not only can you be pickpocketed, there are girls targeting guys at the airport. So be really, really careful of that, guys. And the third thing I'd say be very, very careful of, guys, is the water and the food. Water here is not drinkable out of the tap or faucet. You need to purchase mineral water from the water stations. You need to be careful even with the water from the water stations. Filipinos have adapted and grown up here with the water here. They've got cast iron bellies, so it doesn't affect them. And the same with the street food. You need to be really careful of the street food you eat. Make sure you can see where it's being prepared and cooked, and it looks kosher and it's going to be safe. It is very easy to pick up a disease here. The same with just mosquitoes, things like malaria. I would suggest talk to your doctor before you come. There is an oral vaccine you can have for cholera, but it also doubles up as a protection against what we call barley belly. I think from memory it gives you 3 months protection. It's a 2-week dose. You take one dose the first day, then 7 days later you take the second dose, and then I think it's another 7 days before it's actually effective. So make sure you talk to your doctor, get that a couple of weeks before you get on a plane and fly over here, and it should protect you from eating most street foods for up to 3 months, because there's nothing worse than going to another country, having some bad street food, and then spending weeks either in a bed in your hotel or even in a hospital from being sick. That's my 3 most dangerous things in the Philippines. I hope that's been of some information to you guys that are thinking about coming here to retire, or thinking about coming here just for a holiday, or thinking about coming here to meet a Filipina. So please, guys, if you have any questions about anything, I'm certainly no expert, but I will attempt to find out any information that I don't know for you guys. So drop a comment below and ask away, or just say hello, and we really like to hear from you guys. Thank you to everybody that's come on board again. I know I sound like a broken record, thanking everyone constantly for subscribing to our channel, but we really need to grow this channel as fast as we can, basically because, as I've said, I have no income apart from YouTube. So the only income we have is from you guys watching our videos, allowing those ads to run, which pays us from YouTube. Or if you choose to do so, you can donate through PayPal or through Super Thanks here on YouTube. Thank you again, guys. If you haven't already, please don't forget, smash that subscribe button down there in the corner, and share our videos. Give us the thumbs up if you're really enjoying our content, and stay with us for our journey just here in the city, out in the province with our building off grid, or just the informational videos that I'm doing for you foreigners. So from an Australian and a Filipina in the Philippines,
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.